G'day gang, Dan here, how you going? We're back in the Elder Scrolls Online in the Flames of Amibition DLC. This is the second dungeon. I'm just outside called the Cauldron. Let's grab the quest. A fervent new cult has kidnapped innocent dark elves, dragging them into a lair deep within a long-abandoned mine. Join two unusual saviors to penetrate the defenses of the Cauldron and stop the Order of the Waking Flame from completing their deadly ritual. I arrived at an abandoned mine in Deshan and found a young dark elf named Drathas and Dramora named Liranth. Liranth offered a deal of gold in exchange for assisting in her search for a lockbox she cannot access. Okay. Well, we haven't got that yet, but we will once we enter.
No, no! Get back!
Get up, mortal. Your weakness embarrasses us both. Someone approaches. Doesn't appear to be from the Waking Flame.
Can you talk to them? I just need to catch my breath.
Drathas, I'll talk to you first though.
These terrors that came to our village. I've never experienced anything like this. I just want to craft my tools, not fight beasts.
Oh, good. Someone competent arrives. I trust I can rely on you to fulfill this deal. You showed so much skill last time, I would hate to be disappointed.
What deal do you mean?
Of course you left the details up to me. I hired Drathas to access an important lockbox that I cannot. His family was captured by the same cultists that possess what I seek. Thus, I offered an exchange. He accesses the box, and I save his people.
And the lockbox is in this mine?
This mine holds much more than bats and mold. A cult seeking immense power waits within. I fear that Drathas alone cannot withstand such foes. More of us could improve our odds. How about I sweeten the deal? Some gold if you help retrieve the box?
I'll join your search for the lockbox and Drathas' family.
It's agreed. I suggest you move ahead and clear the way of any of these obnoxious cultists and their pets. I don't believe we can rely on Drathas for any help in that regard.
Tell me more about the cult.
I admit I don't know much. They sprang from nowhere. The trail that I followed of the item I seek led to this mine. But where they come from stays a mystery. That is exactly what concerns me.
And what are you doing here, Liranth?
Since we met last, I dedicated myself to destroying the associates of Mehrunes Dagon. This is how I know of the contents of the lockbox and why I'm here. But I say too much. I wouldn't want to worry a mortal such as yourself.
What does this lockbox hold?
Information such as that is not part of the deal. I shall tell you if it becomes necessary, but that seems unlikely. In the meantime, just focus on its acquisition.
You tell me why you can't access it?
Yes, that seems reasonable. The lockbox's creator enchanted it with a ward that blocks access by Daedra such as I. In his hubris, he didn't think to ward against mortals. Assuming, I guess, they would never live to approach it.
Right. Liranth, I think we last saw her... It might have been back in... Actually, on the way taking out Molten the main quest.
Who comes now for pain?
A bunch of prisoners here. Oh!
Look, in the cage! Survivors! I can open this! Give me a moment.
Get him out, mates.
Here! You're free!
Drathas, what are you doing here?
I came to find my father and my uncle. Have you seen them?
Those cultists took them both ahead. Nobody who has gone farther in has come back. Be careful.
Hold your end of the bargain, Liranth. Make sure they get out safe.
Indeed. I will see them to safety.
At least some people are alive, and they saw my uncle and father. But they're warning. No, I can't lose hope. We must keep going.
How did you unlock that cage so easily?
Surprised I actually have skill in something. In the village, I'm something of a tinkerer. Fixing tools, crafting locks, even a little alchemy. Whatever someone needs. I guess I picked up a few useful tricks.
Well, that's good for us. Good for them too. Got a watcher here.
The Lord knows how to bring your suffering.
Very good. Let me just have a little look around here. So if you're unfamiliar with the way I play through these things, I like to find all the story elements, talk to all the NPCs, get all that story out of there. This certainly is not just a rush through and beat everything up as quick as possible and loot. So just to tell you what to expect if you're new to me, new to here, new to this. And it's quite often why I bring a bunch of friends over, so that way we can actually go through at a nice pace. Because if I was doing this in a random group, we'd probably be at the end boss by now. and I'd still be talking to the first NPC. I like to sort of know why the heck we're actually here.
More cages!
Shall not stop.
And how this all ties in. Wow! That watcher's explosive.
They're all dead. Keep moving. Just give me a moment.
Final will and testament of Phobos Rival. To whoever may find this in the hopes that you are not one of my captors, my name is Phobos Rival. Please remember that. I lived in the small village not far from where I imagine you found this. My final will and testament. For years my job was simple, mend the clothes of my friends and neighbors, maybe even fashion a new design or two as a lark. But the routine was nice. Perfect for someone like me, someone who just wants a nice, quiet life. I had no family, which was fine. Our village was tight-knit, though I have no idea how many still remain there. We should have been vigilant, perhaps. For so long we were left alone by the chaotic forces of the world. I won't say our lives were completely peaceful, but I never felt unsafe until the Order of the Waking Flame. At first, we saw their torches. A long procession of them walking into the mouth of this abandoned mine I find myself locked in now. As my neighbors and I gathered to watch the slow march of the flames, we could hear a low chanting. I swear I felt a small tremor in the ground, but I assumed it was nerves. I should have paid more attention. Soon people disappeared. From their beds, from the fields, or from the road. We would just never see them return. Naturally, we suspected the residents of the mine, but no one felt strong enough to take up arms. Then my time came. I needed to travel to Mournhold to acquire supplies as my shipment had never arrived, which, at the time, was strange since my man was always prompt. Barely any time had passed before I was set upon by shadowy figures in cloaks. They killed my horse and knocked me unconscious. When I awoke, I was locked in a cage, cold and wet, and here I will likely die. I hear chanting in the distance, and a high chittering sound from some unnatural beast. So I must hurry. I'll leave my tailor shop to young Rilasi, if he still lives, and young Medan if Rilasi has died. My home and all its contents should be distributed to any of the village in need. I know this is not our custom, but those who are left may need shelter. And my bar tab? I leave to barkeep Drina, that hilarious old fool. Please forgive and misspellings or smeared letters. Writing with bloody finger has proven challenging. Signed and authorized, Phobos Rival. Poor fella. Alright. Grathus.
No sign of my father or uncle. We must keep going deeper.
Did you know these people?
Yes. I knew each of them. These cultists must pay.
They will. Alright, through the door. The Oxblood's menagerie. Oh, hello there.
Brothers, you're here. Uncle, you're hurt. Take down that Ogrim guard. I must tend to my uncle.
Right. Alright. Let's do this thing. What is that? Bile globs. I don't know, I can taunt them. Just gotta keep it away from the boss, I imagine. Is he pooping? That's disgusting, mate. The interrupt and all the blobs. Getting close to those blobs. If I can get a bit of DPS going. Not much, but a little bit. A little something. He's almost there. Almost there. Oh. Trying to drag him away again. I wonder if it buffs him or heals him. A little bit more. Nice. Alright.
Here, Drathus. These people, they're too dangerous.
Don't worry. I have help. Where is father?
Taken by Baron Zaudras. Please, Drathus, flee this place.
Uncle, I know I can save my father. I know I can help. Uncle? No! Continue on. I will catch up. Please, go on ahead without me. I'll catch up in a moment. All these people, friends, loved ones, snuffed out. For what? It's all just too much.
Alright, we move on. We'll just check out. Just have a look over here, see if there's a journal or anything. No, okay. Let's go. Excavation camp. Some patches here.
Who wandered in?
Operation report. Reported by Alvin Natus, foreman. Progress proceeds at an encouraging rate. Ore extraction continues to stay around 53% efficiency, which is better than our initial predictions. Using the newest and most sensitive techniques, our geomagi claim to sense substantial veins running deep through the site. If proven accurate, we can expect this mine to maintain high production levels in the long term. We've encountered one small and unexpected complication that we may need to address in the near future. The local labor force has started to report hearing what they describe as murmuring. They claim that it comes from somewhere within the mine. At first we thought perhaps someone had become lost and stuck deeper in the mine, but after a thorough search we determined there was no way someone could have descended beyond our work camps. I personally have not heard this supposed murmuring. When I asked one miner whom I generally trust, he described it thusly: all around us while we work are the clangs and pounding of the mine, right? Most times, that's all you can hear. But soon, some of us started hearing a slight whisper just on the edge of it all. At first, I thought Endenor was playing games, you know, how he's that type, right? But he swore to me that he heard it too. As we dug deeper, it only grew louder. I could hear many voices muttering within the rocks. I could never make out the words, but I could tell they were angry. Sometimes they made me angry as well. I regret to inform you that several of our laborers were removed from the site due to losing control of their senses. One began shrieking unceasingly until sedated by powder of ground herbs. Another banged her head against a stone wall until knocked unconscious. Each was removed from the work camp so they didn't disturb our efforts here. As you can tell, I feel it's something of an impasse. Production remains quite high, but the risks appear to grow as we continue. For now, work will continue unabated until I receive guidance from you. Correct. Daedroth is having a little sleep. Electrical traps here. What's this? Oh, wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow of corpses. Taskmaster.
Escapees! Not on my watch!
Tell me where to find my father, monster!
Father, do you expect me to see any mortals as individuals? You're just flesh and muscle.
Let's take this monster down. I can help.
You sure, Drathus? You want some sweet revenge? Alright, let's do it.
Drop those pitiful weapons so I can show you to your cage.
Oh. Just looking out to see if there's any ads. Oh, there is. Yep, right here. Yep, yep. Come on, Drathus. You said you were going to help. Got more ads. Oh! This has just caught me. Heads down.
Got you!
Come on, stamina, return to me.
Watch where you step!
A little bit more. Everybody's fine.
Bugs!
Nice.
It's worse than I thought up ahead. They used the captives to excavate an old Mehrunes Dagon shrine. It seems they prepare to sacrifice the captives who still live.
Sacrifice? My father could be one of them. Let's hurry! We have to save my people, my father, from whatever horrible fate they plan for him. These monsters need to pay! I know I seem weak, but I won't be stopped. Not until I save anyone I can.
You did well in that fight.
Thank you. Something inside of me just poured out. All the anger at what we've seen, and the hatred for these abominations. I know I can't fight as well as you, but I hope I can pull my weight while by your side.
What you saying, Lyranth?
We don't have much time if we're to save Drothus's people. And if I don't uphold my end of the deal, I fear the bargain may be void, and I need that lockbox. So we should stop babbling and move on.
What did you find out?
As I said, the cultists used their slave labor to unearth the Mehrunes Dagon shrine. Now they prepare to perform a great ritual. For what purpose, I cannot tell. However, I do believe the ritual involves sacrificing mortals Drothus cares about.
Okay. Well, we better stop that. We actually go up here? I guess not. Alright, let's get out of here. The boiling pile. Oh man. Jump and roll. Oh, there's flies. I don't know if that's the way to do it. Just roll through the fire. Seems right. Oh, there's a way of cooling down and making some sort of pathway across. Once again, folks, if you know of any secrets in this place, I haven't seen anything that looks like any pressure plates or anything like that, but there are areas off to the side. It just seems like a long distance across. I'm not sure if I'll survive. So far, I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary. More over here.
Such a measly energy barrier. Easily removed.
Your reputation precedes you. I find you useful.
Who are you? Why did you take my people?
Out of the way, fly!
Baron Zaudras. We meet at last.
Villains, you are mine!
Oh, he's still alive.
That creature hits hard. I think he cracked a rib.
Jeez, you're
Go on ahead. I can't do this.
after copping a blast like that, you're lucky you're still alive.
Whatever that was, he's just too strong. I barely stood a chance. How in the world can we fight something like that? Let alone defeat him? Even Lyran stood powerless. Perhaps this is where my fight ends.
We can't give up. We can do this.
Glad to hear you think so. You saw what happened. He saw me as nothing more than an insect. And that's how he saw my uncle and father. We're nothing to him. Just leave me. Go, please. Finish the deal. And free whoever still lives.
Right. The unsealed cauldron. Oh, we got a bit of parkour.
You go no further!
The Molten Guardian. Alright. Don't have much room to move around here. Hopefully it's enough. He doesn't actually move. Oh, yes he does. Around the edges there. Ads. Just flame patches. Oh, he's moving. He's on the move. Firing him out. Oh, I can't interrupt. Just got it. Follow. I think there is an ad. I can't tell. Maybe that's. It could be. It could be our friend. It's on our side. But he went under. And he brought friends. A little bit more. Oh! Massive here. Hang in there, Daedalus. Hang in there, buddy. Little bit more.
They really want to stop us, huh? Throwing everything they can in our way. I want to finish this. I know that together we can. Let's do it.
Let's do it, buddy. Which is the way?
I'm sorry I wavered. This adventuring and danger, it's all brand new to me. So much death. But I have faith in you. I know together we can find my father and get him to safety.
How are you feeling after that blow?
Honestly, in a lot of pain. I think that Baron Zardris monster did some real damage. But it doesn't matter. Not really. I can push through it to find my father. So let's go.
Let's go. I think it was this way, though. Bouncing on the stones. Where were those stones when we needed them before?